Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, this is all the playbooks. Bring you a Week 5 NFL matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Now the Falcons coming to this matchup after an outstanding victory against the San Francisco 49ers. Now what you have to do offensively, the one question I have is, can that offensive line hold up against that 3-4 defense? That's where the pressure comes from. Last week the 49ers were able to sack Matt Ryan twice. So the Browns are not as aggressive as the 49ers, and they don't have those talented outside linebackers as of yet. They do have Matt Ross, but he won't be going against Sam Baker. Sam Baker would draw Scott Fajita in certain situations, in most situations. So Sam Baker should have some success holding his own this week. But that's the thing, can that offensive line hold up against a 3-4? The reason why it's so tough, because you don't know where the fourth or fifth guy is coming from in the 3-4 defense. It always screws up your blocking assignments, and it also confuses the quarterback because you can't account for that hot read. So that's something I have to see the offensive line do this week, especially against the Browns that can get some pressure up front. Be pesky, not maybe get to the quarterback, but be pesky enough to where it forces you to get rid of the football quickly. Also, offensively, Harry Douglas should have some outstanding opportunities to work the underneath coverage of the Browns. So expect to see Douglas on a lot of crossing routes, a lot of dart routes, a lot of pivot routes to work that underneath coverage, and that's going to allow Matt Ryan to set stuff up deep for Roddy White. Now defensively, what you have to do, you have to make sure you stop the run of Cleveland's talented running back, Peyton Hillis. Peyton Hillis is a guy that can run behind his pass, quick feet, and also has some speed. So you make sure you game tackle 11 Falcons, fly to the football, pun intended. That's going to help you out. And also you want to corral Ben Watson, the #1 target of Seneca Wallace. Make sure you take him out the game completely. You look at Cleveland in this matchup. Offensively, Seneca Wallace is a talented runner, so don't be afraid to use your legs. That way you make the game 11 on 11. Because if you have a statue in the pocket, it's 11 on 10, and you know the defense has the advantage. But if you're able to get out the pocket, now the defense has to play 11 on 11. They have to account for you as a runner as well, which means one extra linebacker is going to stay in and inspire, or you're going to always occupy that free or strong safety. So that's something you have to do, Seneca Wallace. Don't be afraid to get outside the pocket and make plays on the run. Also, offensively, weak side running. I love the way the Browns run strong side. They always run front side, but don't be afraid to run weak side. You can get to your strong eye formation, or even your weak eye formation, and still run weak side. That way you force John Abraham to be a run defender instead of a pass rusher. You know, and you always have a numbers advantage when running weak side. It's always 3-on-2 or 3-on-3, so it's always a good matchup to run weak side. That's something you have to keep in mind when you're running the offense. Don't be too predictable in that running game. Defensively, I look at Roddy White, Falcons wide receiver, versus Eric Wright, the talented corner of the Browns. Wright has been getting picked on this year, but this is an opportunity for him to step up and lock down a #1 target in Roddy White. So he has to win that battle, because that's Matt Ryan's #1 option. That's where he goes to first. You lock him up, you effectively take away a third of that Falcons offense. And also, you must play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Keep everything on their side. That way you're going to give yourself a shot to put those guys in second and long, third and long situations. I'm going with Cleveland in this matchup. Cleveland has a solid team. They can run the football. They play good enough defense. They bend but don't break. And they also have an outstanding special teams, and that will be the key. Cribs, expect a big day out of Cribs in the return game. So I think the Cleveland Browns win this matchup. This is going to be a physical matchup. Both teams can run the football real well, so it's going to be a dogfight, pun intended, up there in Cleveland. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.